Okay, so I said when I hit 1,000 followers I'd do an unboxing video of this thing. It's a little oddball and seems like something to do and something that most people don't get an opportunity to see. So this was my father's. Sent it to me about 3-4 months before he died for Christmas, along with an Alamo set of the same thing. He grew up playing with these for, well, his entire life, but he started in childhood, I suppose. I think the box is reproduction, which Marx stuff certainly had its own style. But I believe this is a reprint box, because that's usually the hardest thing to find, and even the reprint boxes are getting expensive and hard to find, so that's the rarity. Now, I say unboxing as though this was retail. It is not. This is straight out of Dad's collection and packaged so he can mail it to me. So I'll get this out of the box first, and then we'll inspect some of these things. But so you've got your Robin Hood and his merry men. You got your Nottingham soldiers. Got some forest stuff. I love the table in this. Can't wait to see that. Some more knights. Plastic parts of the castle. And we start getting into the tin parts of the castle. And this is, once it's set up, this thing is wild. A little flimsy by today's toy standards, and you'd probably cut yourself on this as a kid, but like the chain. Catapult with original rubber band. Wall pieces for the castle. Long wall pieces for the castle. Isn't that beautiful? Metal litho. Corner pieces. And the front gate. Nice. Alright, let's get this tucked up and out of the way. So, yeah, even the tops of these were painted nice. So I believe this is the portcullis. I expect that to hold better, but it is old and worn down. Corner bits, low wall. So obviously none of this came with instructions, so it's kind of hard to know exactly where everything lives. Yeah, so we've got those pieces. I believe that sits on that one. Ah, there it is. Alright, that makes more sense. So I believe that's the one. That's about. Miscellaneous bits. I think that's the drawbridge, the gate. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. It's supposed to be like that. Oh, it's broken, that's why. Alright, that makes more sense. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's got a chain for it. But these are old and played with, so. I'm not sure how these come in. Oh, there they go. Alright. Like I said, I haven't touched this thing in forever. I think it was little the last time I saw it. The metal pieces especially. I played with the toys, the soldiers, a lot, but and they've got the little flags. That one's not clicking in how it's supposed to, but whatever. Okay, what's going on here? Robin Hood banner. Which, unfortunately, the stickers are almost always the first casualties. I'm probably missing at least one of these. No, looks like we're solid. I'm going to put the blue ones over there. And then, yeah, the tab and slot construction, which is only there's only slots here, so I'm wondering how that assembles. I'm upside down? Oh, I'm upside down. There we go. And the trees go up. Go figure. So yeah, these little fellas. Looking like this. Yeah, you wouldn't give this to a kid today. These are all sharp edges. There we go. I think there's a couple different configurations you can make of this. But put the toys down here for a while, get this set up. Let's get you somewhere safer. Let's do that. I think everyone will just believe that I have the Robin Hood flag flying and we can just put him away. We'll leave the chain in the doorway out too, because that's busted apparently. Damn it, Dad. It's alright. All things can be fixed. All these old toys were definitely powered by your imagination, but they did provide quite a bit of it. Once you got them assembled. Come on. There we go. And then somehow I put all of them on upside down. You think? So obviously there's a couple different configurations you can make. You can make all of these wider, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. Could have gone with the longer ones and then the shorter ones, but that would make no sense. So, I don't know. Now. Good's the original rubber band if it doesn't work. There we go. So, no castle complete without siege weapon. And ammunition. Yeah, they went through the effort of molding little plastic boulders. Those are going to stay in the back. Maybe I'll launch them at something later. Yeah, Marx decor has always been one of my favorite things. Just the flat plastic trees. Kind of something else. If we can suspend disbelief, these would be great for tabletop. I mean, obviously this is essentially prototype tabletop, but you know what I mean. Yeah. And then they even molded the arrows on a sprue here. Just in case you needed to hunt some deer. He's not going to be in the castle. The chairs are something else too. It looks like they were designed flat, but they were still injection molded. So like there's no backs to them, and they're all like flat facing geometry, but they're textured on the front. So I don't know what the manufacturing process was on this. These are kind of interesting. But this, that's the kicker. Isn't that cool? I mean, up close the details are a little raw, and the mugs are upside down for the sake of the handles because this was all plastic injection molded. But it's kind of wild. I love the wood grain. Campfire. The treasure chest. Benches. I'm not sure if these were original or reproduction, but they also had a green chair along with a dead green campfire. Green matching battering rams. The arrow target. You can actually see the holes through it. The arrows are meant to pierce into it. It's kind of cool. Ye olden ladder. Just in case they need to scale. Satchel. I have to hang that over. There we go. I'm not sure. Ah, okay, so the green one is pegged for it. So we've got a cooking pot, and that just kind of snaps in place to the burnt out campfire, like so. I'm sure half of this is out of focus, but you know what I'm trying for. And then green treasure chest, just in case. Okay. So there's all the accessories. And again, most of these I didn't get to play with as a kid. The trees were pretty ubiquitous in Marx toy sets. If you had mechanical contraptions of any kind, rubber bands, any of that stuff, that was usually broken years ago. On the other hand, figures themselves are something else. So here we have the mounted knights. Again, these were very flat because of the injection molding. And I'm not sure how many of these are reproductions. Some of them look pretty glossy. I mean, they're definitely worn, but I don't know. That one's tough to tell. The scary thing is that now the Marx reproduction toys are actually becoming more and more valuable, even when compared to the originals. But they do stand, and they do have their riders, which these flags are notorious for breaking off, and same thing with any swords that might be swinging around. But yeah. Limit exceeded. Thanks, camera. So yeah. Yeah, some of these horses have to be reproduction. There's two differences in the color. I mean, ignoring the black ones. I think the black ones actually were stock, but the molds, I only have 3 of the straight tails and 1 of the down tail. I'm not sure on. But yeah, all the figures have a couple of different poses. Or rather, there are a couple of different poses of each figure. I think these are replacements Dad got. They look authentic, though. Didn't mean for all the bannermen to end up on the horses, but hey, whatever. And then, yeah, so they've got some that come with removable lances, which was a better alternative to them snapping off eventually. I don't know if Marx actually sold replacement parts. I think you just had to buy another kit and cobble them together. But so yeah, there's your mounted knights, and here's your standing knights. So we've got castle guardsmen. Man, bagging this up's going to be fun. Okay, so there's our cavalry. Heroes over there. All these fellas can go. But yeah, so you get the gist. They're silver knights on various shaped and colored horses. Yeah, somehow I have 1 straight tail white and 1 down tail black. So I don't know if that's on purpose or just circumstances of the molds or what, but I also know, like, most of the kits that you're going to find, most of the complete set Marx things are not original pieces. They're all mushed together from what they can cobble. And to give you the best example of that, I can immediately tell you which ones were my dad's. Because they all took battle damage. Yeah, so these are authentic to my father. Battle worn and played with. Come to think of it, some of these look a little suspiciously like the spacemen they made. And they're all just a little bit thinner than you would expect because of the molding process. The way they etched in the molds, they were always a little bit elongated or emaciated. Yeah, they didn't have the quality sculptors we have now, I'll tell you that. Oh, do you actually stand without a base? Oh, you have a sword. Huh, clever. There we go. There's your mace. I don't know why you had this leg. It's not like there was anything there, but maybe it just counterbalanced. It was just part of the mold. No, it looks like it stands on its own. I don't know. Yeah. They look more like sports figures of some kind of bizarre sport than actual knights. Yeah, plenty of these guys. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, not a lot of variety in the knight figures. I love the horse emblem on the shield. That's pretty nice. Oh, casualty. This was one of the tabard bearer, or the... Where is he? There we go. No, he had a trident or something. So, there's an original one. Took some hits. Don't know what he's supposed to be carrying in the other hand. Well, now you've seen the opposition. Here's the good stuff. Alright, so let's separate these out. Some of these figures are very specific as to who they are. Some of them are not. There we go. There we go. So yeah, you'll find some of these are actually unique sculpts, and most of them are not. And it's the unique sculpts that are actually the named characters, and they were modeled after the 50s TV show actors. So when you come across Robin Hood, his face is actually sculpted to match the actor from the 50s TV series, not the Errol Flynn movie. But
I'm hauling off with a treasure chest.
yeah, so plenty of archers to go around. Couple of signalmen. That one's obviously authentic, considering how much playground dirt it has on it, and, you know, battle damage. The boulder tossers or something else. Those are a little different. I don't know. They're kind of cool. Maybe they hang out by the trebuchet. Maybe that's their bit. I don't know. Is the trebuchet a Robin Hood thing, or is it a Sheriff Nottingham thing? Yeah. Whenever you have something this thin, there's usually always broken. Like, there's no... At least half the time they come from the factory like that. But yeah, pretty much every one of these is broken that way. So when you're making a figure, you want the bow at rest. Okay, so we have an original boulder thrower. Where did I put those? Well, here's your Friar Tuck. And here's your Maid Marian. And a minstrel, which I want to say was supposed to be Will Scarlet, but I'm not sure. And here's Little John, obviously enough. And you can actually, I mean, maybe not with this camera, but you can actually kind of make out the facial features. The same actor, I believe, it's been a long time. I want to say the same actor who played Little John in the Errol Flynn movie was actually Little John in the TV show as well. Or at least it very much looks like this figure. His face is modeled after him. He was in a lot of movies with Errol Flynn. And then here's your Sheriff of Little John. Yeah. Sheriff of Nottingham. Brain. Yeah. He's angry. And ineffective. And a little balding. Or a wig. Coughed. And the head honcho, with his bent sword, no matter how they molded it. Robin of the Hood. His bow's intact. That's nice. Yeah. So there you have it. Full breakdown of all the figures. You can kind of see that they're just about evenly matched. I love that there are actual, like, keyed individuals for it. It made the story process a lot more interesting. Just being able to have fodder, and, you know, obviously none of these ever got paint on them. And you can see some of these have to be reproduction. Like, some of them are just way too shiny and unplayed with, and some of the injection molds look a little too new. Like, this one's got to be, yeah, that's that one's my dad's. But you can see the injection sites in the mold, and you can tell on some of them the depth of them that they've been recast or they've been remade. So, like, the placement being the same means that these might have been actually shot off the original ones. I know they sold the Marx molds when the company closed its doors. They sold off the molds to other companies that would be interested. But so yeah, please excuse the mess. And I think the camera lens is getting this, but who knows at this point. There we go. So there's our cast. And the sheriff. Little John. Private Tuck. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be Will Scarlet. But they call it Minstrel in the thing, so who knows. Robin. And I love that there's a Maid Marian. There isn't exactly a Battle Marian, but and there's your castle. Look at this detail. It's all tin. Ladder up. I think Dad might have just thrown in the deer. So I know he had it from some other sets, but not the details on that tin. Awesome. Yeah, there you have it. The Marx playset, Robin Hood. I'm sure I've done something wrong in the assembly. Matter of fact, I think that's upside down. Wow. That makes more sense, doesn't it? Yep, I'm a fool. There we go. The castle's fallen into ruin. Thanks for the watch, guys. We'll catch you later.